Combat juggling is great because you only need to learn how to juggle 3 clubs before you're ready to start getting attacked. It can take up to 5 years of practice before you have a shot at the overall championship, and there's a lot more events at SkillCon that require decades of training to become the best. Now, team combat juggling is a relatively new sport. If sumo and breach just don't give you enough to satisfy your combat juggling fix, the World Juggling Federation held an open one-on-one combat tournament. There are no teams here, no minimum skill requirements, no pre-qualifications. Only the selfishly evolved combat player will survive.
Starting in round 1, Casey Rentmeester made quick work of Jonah Botvinnik Greenhouse.
Not the most even-looking matchup. Max Poff demonstrates superior combat skills compared to someone with none.
Next up, Dominic Harant sent Nick Stemp into the loser's bracket. Jason Garfield took down Clark Surrey without making any contact whatsoever.
Sometimes facial expressions are all you need.
Josh Horton demolished Nick Thomas in 3 straight rounds. Kerry Pickford Jr. took down the player who flew the farthest distance to compete, Lisa Kamatsubara, sending her back to New Zealand without winning 1 round. I'm sure she did other things while she was in Las Vegas. Volvo Gilchenko used an interesting strategy to wear down his opponents by out-cardio exercising them. Volvo makes them chase him around in circles until they're too tired to move, and then takes them down. One of the more effective yet boring strategies, as it takes a full 10 minutes to take down Chris Dockler.
And in the final match of round 1, Team Parallel's Lauga Benjaminson takes down Arash Farhang in 3 quick games.
In round 1, the loser's bracket, Jonah Botvinnik Greenhouse avoids several indiscriminate attacks from a player named Genghis Kai, who may not fully understand the rules or even know how to juggle. Nick Stemp wins over Clark Surrey in a flurry of unforced errors. Nick Thomas ensures New Zealand progresses no further in a polite sequence of takedowns. And Chris Dockler advances to round 2 of the loser's bracket, taking Arash Farhang out of the tournament. Meanwhile, in the high-class society of the winner's bracket,
All right, in match 1, Casey Rentmeester and Max Poff squared off and takedowns went back and forth, but it was through a series of unfortunate unforced errors that Rentmeester was sent into round 2 of the loser's bracket. Jason Garfield also sent into the loser's bracket via Dominic Harant.
Dude, I'm right here.
Josh Horton snatched and grabbed and slammed his way through Kerry Pickford Jr. And in the final matchup of round 2, Russia versus Denmark, Vova Galchenko outruns Lauga Benjaminson in a variety of unique sprinting patterns.
back to the losers in round 2, starting with Casey Rentmeester, who outcatches Chris Dockler and then takes him down for the win. Jason Garfield has the best combat moment of his life, followed by 3 of his worst.
Thanks, man.
Nick Stemp removes Kerry Pickford Jr. from the tournament, and Lauga Benjaminson has several issues with basic catches that gives Mr. Botvinnik Greenhouse a free pass to round 3 of the loser's bracket.
In round 3 of the winner's bracket, Max Poff enjoys some early wins over Dominic Harant, but makes a series of critical errors that takes him down to the loser's bracket.
Josh Horton and Volvo Gilchenko run around the combat arena for what felt like hours, meeting several times only to cancel each other out. But in the end, Josh Horton's surgical strikes sent Gilchenko's fat-burning technique into the loser's bracket. Casey Rentmeester takes himself out of the tournament in round 3 of the loser's bracket and really should practice just catching his own clubs. And despite a valiant effort, Jonah Botvinnik Greenhouse succumbs to Nick Stemp.
And jumping in around 4 of the losers bracket before getting to the semifinals, Vova Galchenko shucks and jives and bait and switches his way past Nick Thomas to a seat in the semifinals. And Nick Stemp wrestles Max Poff out of the tournament.
In the winners' semifinals, Josh Horton takes on Dominic Harant and passes through to the finals, sending Harant into a round 5 losers bracket where Volvo Gilchenko was already waiting to square off against Nick Stemp on his portable treadmill. Nick Stemp takes himself out and ensures we'll see a lot more running around in the losers' semifinals.
Dominic Harant and Vova Galchenko have one final chance to make it to the finals, where Josh Horton is waiting.
This round gets a lot more physical and aggressive. Apparently, winning this competition is important to these players, but it's Vova Gilchenko who has to say goodbye, which means Dominic Harant will meet Josh Horton in the finals.
Josh Horton has come out of the winner's bracket unscathed. Dominic Harant out of the loser's bracket. He does have to win to force another match here. Nice job by Horton to avoid contact there, but Josh sees a club go down as he tries to make in with the left hand, not able to knock the club free from Dominic. In with the right, Dominic keeping them up, and Josh has the club go down. Here's Dominic Harant backing his way into the play, making contact with Josh Horton, and Dominic Harant in the black shirt and blue shorts has it knocked free by Horton. Both players have won a pair now. Harant able to step back. And now both players are going to lose a club. A double out. Here comes Horton with the slash, not able to get the job done against Harant. Harant with a right hand move and all the way over to the wall. Club goes down Harant for Dominic. In on Horton. The players collide. Harant not able to keep the clubs up, and neither is Horton. A left hand slash by Harant, and he knocks it directly free of Josh Horton. So now truly a winner take all as Dominic Harant pins a first loss on Josh Horton. Harant with a slash with the left and gets back with the right, not in time, has the club go down. Avoids the first takedown attempt by Harant. The player's locked up. Harant has the club go down, and able to keep it alive is Josh Horton, who now takes a big advantage in this competition. Harant, the frustration evident. Can Josh Horton finish up the job here? Gets right in on Harant, but Dominic able to keep the clubs in the air. Tosses one high to make a move in on Josh, and it is the win for Josh Horton as Dominic Harant fires the final club away in frustration. 3 quick ones there for Josh Horton and Dominic Harant. And we'll be back with the conclusion of Breach when the 2014 Combat Juggling Championships returns.